Hey everyone, welcome back to the Gamer's Place. We have another round of great deals that you can grab right now in the Steam store. And as always, no matter what you go with, every game in our video will be at an all-time low, so that way you know you're not spending any more than you have to. Now, if any of these deals do catch your attention, make sure you check them on Humble and on Fanatical because they change, every couple of days. And sometimes you can get a really good deal. They are legitimate stores, no funny business, and whatever you buy there will work with your regular Steam library. All right, folks, with all that said, let's dive in. All right, and we'll start with Shakedown Hawaii, which is basically a top-down 16-bit Grand Theft Auto where you rebuild a failing business empire by any means necessary. You'll buy storefronts, sabotage rivals, shake down shops, and slowly take over an entire tropical island. Now, it's packed with missions, side activities, and fun micromanagement, plus tons of personality and humor. If you love retro-style open worlds and quick arcade-style action, this one is a blast, taking around 6 to 10 hours to wrap up. And right now, it's just $2.99. Braid, the Anniversary Edition, is the definitive version of the legendary puzzle platformer built around time manipulation. You'll rewind and bend time to solve beautifully layered puzzles while uncovering a surprisingly emotional story. Now, this version features gorgeous repainted visuals, a new sound design, and over 12 hours of developer commentary for those of you who want to dive a bit deeper behind the scenes. It is a shorter game at about 4 to 6 hours, but right now you can grab it for just $3.99. Alright, and next up we have Into the Necrovale. Now this is a stylish roguelike action RPG where you play as a condemned prisoner trying to escape a cursed realm. The big hook here is the unique gear merging system that lets you combine equipment in order to make wild builds that can make you crazy powerful. Combat stays fast, loot comes consistently, and there's a great sense of progression between runs. On top of that, there's tons of replay value as you can experiment with different combos and stuff, and right now you can grab it for just $5.99. New Super Lucky's Tale is a charming 3D platformer with colorful worlds, fun level variety, and simple but satisfying movement. You'll jump between classic 3D stages, 2D challenges, mini games, boss fights, and along the way, there are a ton of collectibles. It's light, feel-good fun, perfect for all ages, and it never outstays its welcome, running at about 6 to 9 hours for most people. If you're a fan of the genre, right now it's just $5.99. Alright, up next is Night in the Woods, which is a story-driven adventure about May, a college dropout returning to her small hometown, only to find that things are a bit off. Now you'll explore Possum Springs, reconnect with old friends, and slowly uncover a mystery that slips into creepy, almost Lovecraftian-style territory. It's emotional, funny, and atmospheric with great characters and even better writing. Now you can expect about 10 to 12 hours to wrap up, and right now you can grab it for $9.99. Omensight is an action-based murder mystery game where you repeat the same catastrophic day over and over to uncover who killed the godless priestess and triggered the apocalypse. Now you'll fight, investigate, and align with different characters in order to reveal new perspectives. It mixes stylish combat, narrative choices, and light puzzle solving with a distinct art style. Now it's short and focused at about 6 to 8 hours, but definitely worth checking out. Right now it's just $9.99. Alright, and next is CUSTODIAN, which is a cozy, quirky action-adventure game where you play as a troublemaking cat condemned to clean the afterlife forever. You'll explore an interconnected world, fight monsters with your trusty broom, unlock new abilities, and meet a lovable cast of ghostly weirdos. Now it blends Metroidvania-style progression with light combat and tons of secrets, and you can expect about 10 to 15 hours depending on how thorough you are. And right now you can grab this one for just $12.99. Little Kitty Big City is a laid-back open-world adventure game where you play as a mischievous cat trying to sort of make this city your home. Now, along the way, you'll explore neighborhoods, help animals, cause trouble, of course, and unlock an adorable closet full of different hats that you can wear. Now, this one is definitely a more charming and chill, low-stress kind of game, perfect for unwinding after a long day. And while it only takes about 3 to 4 hours to wrap up if you just kind of rush through, you can just kind of turn it on and have fun in like a sandbox style way, If you've been interested and still haven't played, right now it's just $14.99. Next up is Ruffy and the Riverside, which is a colorful 3D action platformer with a brilliant twist. you can actually copy and paste textures from around the world in order to transform it. For example, you can turn ice into lava, water into vines that you can then climb. And really, I don't want to spoil it. I want you to experience it for yourself. But there are a ton of options when it comes to the copy and paste stuff. On top of that, though, it blends classic platforming charm with smart puzzle solving and tons of character. And despite the few rough edges, it's one of the more refreshing, creative platformers I've played in quite a while. It should take about 10 to 12 hours to work your way through, and right now it's just $14.99. TUNIC is a gorgeous isometric action-adventure game starring a tiny fox exploring a mysterious world full of secrets. Now, it blends clever Zelda-style exploration with a surprisingly tough Souls-like combat system and a brilliant mechanic where you can piece together your forgotten instruction manual to uncover hidden systems. It is surprisingly deep, rewarding, and full of aha moments, and you can expect around 15 to 20 hours, again, depending on how much exploring you do. Definitely check it out. Right now it's just $14.99. Alright, and up next is Dark Quest IV, which is a brand new turn-based strategy game inspired by the classic Hero Quest. Now, in this one, you'll build a squad of unique heroes, explore handcrafted dungeons, battle monsters, avoid traps, and collect loot to grow stronger. There's solo play, couch co-op, card-based battles, and even a map editor to make your own quest. On top of that, there's tons of replay value here, especially if you enjoy tactical board game style adventures, and right now you can grab it for just $17.99. The GEX Trilogy brings back the wisecracking 90s Gecko in a remaster that stays extremely faithful to the originals. They've added widescreen support, smoother controls, and a big museum of bonus content. Now, it's all about classic 3D platforming with lots of TV-themed worlds, and of course that goofy dialogue from back then. Now, the full bundle takes around 12 to 15 hours to wrap up, closer to 20 if you're hunting down everything, and right now it's at a brand new low at just $19.49. Next up is Alien Rogue Incursion, the Evolved Edition. This is a tense horror shooter set between the first two films, where you play as Zulu Hendrix investigating a remote black site overwhelmed by xenomorphs. It leans into survival horror with unpredictable enemies, atmospheric environments, and a strong original storyline. Expect a focused, story-driven campaign. Now, the length will vary, but it plays like a tight, single-player action horror experience. And again, right now it's at a brand new low at just $23.99. Enshrouded is an open-world survival RPG where you'll build bases, craft legendary gear, and explore dangerous biomes consumed by a deadly mist. Now, you can fight with swords, ranged weapon, or spells, take on bosses, and cooperate with up to 16 people. Think of it as Valheim meets Zelda, with great world design, deep crafting, and a very satisfying building system. Now, it's easy to lose track of time. Hundreds of hours could be put into the game no problem, and they continue to update it all the time, adding new areas, enemies, bosses, all of that. And right now you can grab it for just $23.99. Alright, and finally we have The Legend of Heroes, Trails to Azure. Now, this continues Lloyd Banning's story as Crossbell faces political pressure and new threats from all sides. It's a story-heavy JRPG with strategic turn-based combat, tons of character development, and big emotional moments. There are new combat systems, lots of side quests, and save transfer features as well if you have a save file from an older game. Now, the campaign is about 40 to 50 hours, double that for completionists, and right now it's at a brand new low at just $27.99. Alright everyone, that wraps up the video. Thank you as always for hanging out. Did any game catch your attention? Let me know down below. If you enjoyed the video or you found it helpful, hopefully we earned a subscription today. Please remember to leave a like on it, share it around, and I'll catch you on the next one.